Terence Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez clearly establishes his era as the Terence Crawford era, going down as the greatest boxer of his day. But he kept one fight up under his wing, so to speak, and that's Shakur Stevenson. The question is, are we now leaving the Terence Crawford era and entering a new era of boxing? And that's the Shakur Stevenson era. We're going to talk about that and more on the next Quick Jab off the Parry. Let's get to it.
I know you won't swing, but this is the Parry.
This is the Parry.
Hook getting uppercut is getting scary.
Oh, it's getting scary.
Treasure the truth or risk getting buried.
Risk getting
I'm
killed.
on a mission, you hear me? Yeah, this is the Parry.
This is
They
the
got
Parry.
that green light if we say go.
Go.
Young Tyson, wake 'em up with the BK flow.
You know.
Loading up late rounds, this is TKO.
As Shakur Nafi Shahid Stevenson out of Newark, New Jersey, a 3-time world champion or 3-division world champion, now entering into the biggest fight of his career against Teofimo Lopez on January 31st at the Mecca, Madison Square Garden. Shakur is one of them guys who, he was a highly touted amateur, extensive amateur background, a silver medalist at the Olympics, but as a professional, he's been around the likes of people he called his big brother, people like Andre Ward, the all-time great, and also Terence Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford done clearly established that this last era of boxing was his era and he was the greatest boxer of his day. Being a 3-time undisputed world champion at junior welterweight, and then moved up to 168 pounds super middleweight to become undisputed champ by beating Canelo Alvarez. But his little brother Shakur Stevenson, who in my opinion and in the opinion of a lot of guys, boxing pundits and experts and fans alike, has a skill set that is special. And under the tutelage of guys like Andre Ward and Terence Crawford, the question is, are we leaving now the Terence Crawford era and entering the Shakur Stevenson era? Some people say, Shakur's style is boring, it's not exciting. But if you know what you're looking at, you're looking at a master, somebody with a high ring IQ, somebody who got that dog in him, who's down to fight. He showed that against William Zepeda in his last fight when everybody thought, even the promoter of the event, Turki Al-Sheikh, with this whole Tom and Jerry, and he didn't want to see nobody running. He stood toe-to-toe with William Zepeda and beat him convincingly, in my opinion. I mean, it was a tough fight. He made the fight tougher than he probably could have or should have made it, and probably could have made it look easier. But to show that he had that grit, that he had that character of a warrior, to stand there toe-to-toe when people classify him as a runner, when he's really a master boxer. I don't see nobody beating Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion. Teofimo Lopez is a really good fighter, or maybe even a great fighter. Beating the likes of Vasily Lomachenko in his heyday. He beat the Vasily Lomachenko, not the version that we saw later on in his career, but he beat the best version of Vasily Lomachenko. Richard Comey. He beat Josh Taylor. Like, he's no slouch. But what I'm wondering, or what I'm questioning, is being up under the best fighter in the world, also being a little brother of one of the greatest super middleweights, light heavyweights of all time, in Andre Ward. He clearly has the right team and the right people behind him, and he has the right mindset that I think will take him to the next level. There are a lot of fighters in and around his weight division, a lot of names like Ryan Garcia. You got Devin Haney, who I'm a huge fan of. You got his right-hand man, one of his brothers, in Keyshawn Davis, who I'm also a big fan of. I don't think any of these guys come close. You got Tank Davis. Like, I don't think any of these guys come close to the skill set, to the ring IQ, and dare I say, the team that's behind him, the legends that he can get on the phone and talk to, get in the gym and take pointers from. He's clearly a good fighter, but he's also seems to be, if you let Terence Crawford tell it, a great student. He takes what he learns and he takes it into the ring. I think after this fight against Teofimo Lopez, because every fighter has that fight that takes them to the next level. Terence Crawford who dominated 135, dominated 140, got to 147. His fight was against Errol the True Spence, and he shined. He absolutely dog-walked Errol Spence. Shakur Stevenson's Errol Spence might be Teofimo Lopez. And there's only other great matchups thereafter for him. At 135, which he says after fighting Teofimo at 140, he still wants to campaign at 135. He may even go up to 147. He did say some of them guys may be a little bit too big for him, but I believe that 147 is Terence Crawford 168. He can go up to 147 and beat any of these champions. I do think Devin Haney is a lot bigger than him. Do I think Devin can beat him? I think he's probably the closest to maybe challenging him in that division. You got Ryan Garcia. It's a lot of names, but I don't think none of them holds a candle to Shakur Stevenson. If you know what you're watching, if you know what you're looking at, you're watching a special fighter. Every generation has that fighter. This is this generation's special fighter, and that's Shakur Stevenson. We're now leaving the Terence Crawford era, and we're entering the Shakur Stevenson era if he can get past Teofimo Lopez on January 31st at Madison Square Garden, fighting to be a world champion in his 4th division. If he accomplishes this, I think sky's the limit for this young man. And I'm a huge fan. And if you ask me, now that Terence Crawford is out of the sport, I believe that Shakur Stevenson is the most skilled and best fighter in boxing today. And Terence Crawford shares that sentiment. So leave your comments down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Am I bugging? Am I absolutely out of my mind to believe that we're now entering the Shakur Stevenson era once or if? I believe he's going to beat Teofimo Lopez. He gets past Teofimo. This is clearly his era. And he is going to establish that moving forward. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me just remind y'all to go ahead and jab that like button, uppercut that subscribe button, lead hook that share button, and throw a combination in the notification bell so you can stay updated when we drop new content. And this is the Parry, where we don't pull or duck no punches, and the Parry is fundamental to boxing. I'm Bomani UFG. This has been another quick jab off the Parry. You know what it is. Until next time, we out. Peace.
Actually, now we're going to show you how to catch the jab. Actually, in boxing, it's called parrying.